Live. We might be live. We might be live. It's time to stream a game. Bum 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 bum. Let's go in now. We're setting up the stream. La da da dun dun dun. Popping out chat. Welcome, Ollie. Glad you could join us. That's kind of a rude username, though. Nope. Don't call. Yeah, if your username is insulting everybody else in the chat, I'm just gonna ban you. You might have been a valuable member of the community, but you would always make people feel unwelcome, so that's just a risk I'm gonna have to take. Welcome, Maria Salas and a girl named B. Let's go ahead and switch my user settings over here. Voice and video, voice activity. Okay, we are live. So, 1 hour time starts when I press enter. Why is that not going? OBS is not showing my voice going through. Voice and video. Voice activity. Okay. Now it's working. So let me open up my phone alarm. And timers. 1 hour and go. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to actually have to reset that because I didn't press enter at the same time. Go! Build, build, build. Alrighty. Good, that voice chat not connected thing is going to pop up every time I hit the caps lock button. Woo, fantastic. We are here at the root. See the world's smallest badlands. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I'm not in creative mode. I'm in giant mode. This is probably not a helpful place for me to stand. Yeah, so with the new scaling options in Minecraft, I'm larger than usual. I kept thinking I was flying up and down, but yeah, it's time to go. Build, build, build. Yay, we got 59 minutes remaining. We have multiple teams out here in the route getting ready to participate in our Labor Day parade. You might say, Joe, didn't Labor Day already happen earlier this month? Well, yeah, but I was getting married and having a honeymoon, and there was a bunch of other stuff going on. And really, Labor Day should live in our hearts all year round. So, do I have anything else in my inventory that'll affect my character size? Oh, now I'm tiny. Normal size? Tiny. We're playing with some of the scaling items here. Whap. Oh, it's funny. The cookie actually will still make me half a block shorter. So the cookie makes you half a block or half a meter, like a meter shorter or so. But the pickaxe makes you 40 blocks tall. So if I take the pickaxe off and then I go to the cookie, I'm down here in the grass. You can't even see me. I'm just all the way down here. Woo! Welcome, Epic Gamer. I'm now the world's largest Juppet. Oh, yeah. Juppet. There we go. Better. Okay. So let's go ahead here and make sure that I've got the right Discord chat open, live event chat. Woodland Juliet says, yo, you're about the same size as my ziggurat statue. Mailman Dave says, howdy, folks. Just spectating today. Magenta Avocado says, the Juppet is real. I don't know if this is actually better for, like, what I'm doing, this sort of narration. Okay, so because I'm in creative mode as the server admin on this server, can I just go wade out into the sea here? Hold on. Oh, yeah, let's load some more chunks. Woo! I like that because I'm so large, you can see me very far away. Oh yeah, yeah. From a Bobby mod standpoint, it would probably be wise to load everything around here and make this look awesome. Jarek says, I'm just watching today too, but from in-game. But yeah, being extra large while flying around with Bobby mod is pretty handy. I do like that. Being able to be... Because, like, normally, if I didn't have that... Yeah, you can't even see me. I'd be too small an entity to be visible. Interesting. So apparently entities above a certain size are visible from further away in the game's code. That logically does make sense. But yeah, we're just loading all this in here. Let's bring this around. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm walking on sky. Woo. Don't it feel good? It's a weird chunk glitch here. So the thing is, even though you're much larger with the scaled up pick, it doesn't change your speed at all. So you're still moving the same speed. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the whole route loaded in for Bobby mod purposes, while we get our competitors a chance to do all that. So the route is one of our many company towns. This is intended to be basically a roadside attraction place. Magenta Avocado says, I don't know if you've already loaded the back road, but there's a lot north of the parade route. That is what I'm following now, is the back road here. Trying to get all these chunks loaded in. We'll give this a more thorough examination as we go. We have a full 55 minutes left for our contestants to be building their parade floats. Ashtoon says, what server is this? This ain't Hermitcraft. It should say in the title. Is the title wrong of the stream? Where's my stream title? It says Patreon server parade float build competition. Yeah. This is my Patreon server. This is my Patreon SMP server. 10 Thorward. So, yep, the Patreon SMP server is $10 a month. You can learn more at patreon.com/JoeHills. But yeah, I don't know why you would think this was Hermitcraft. It doesn't say Hermitcraft in the title. Most servers are not Hermitcraft in Minecraft, actually, statistically. If you were going to join a server at random, it would probably not be Hermitcraft, right? So we're going to go load the central area here. But yeah. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. But yeah, our parade route contestants are hard at work. They have an hour to build Labor Day themed parade floats. We are in the process of just loading in some of the backdrop. The parade is heading west. Ooh. Oh, look, there's the world's largest Juppet. I should get a picture with it. So yeah, without the pickaxe there, I am very small. Yeah, because I've got a pickaxe here that scales me up. If I put it in my offhand. Yep. Ta-da! So unlike Hermitcraft, where I am not an administrator, I am an admin on this server. So I can be like, size changing objects for everybody. Whee! Playing with the new scaling features of Minecraft. So this is technically a survival server. However, as the questionably benevolent server operator, sometimes I spawn in items with enchantments or effects that would be inaccessible otherwise to the players. The players are playing survival, but... Dun, 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 dun. I'm creating an experience. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, we've got a few SMP servers for my Patreon patrons. This one is the most like Hermitcraft. The 10th Orward server is a vanilla SMP with the same seed as the Hermitcraft world. We have another server called the Vanillish server, operated by our server operator YurgZMB. Yurgi! I'm going to mispronounce that. Which is more chill. This is a bleeding edge server where we update Minecraft normally as soon as a new update comes out. This month I was a little bit behind because of wedding planning stuff, but I'm going to be resuming that bleeding edge updates soon. Whereas Yurgi's server, the Vanillish server, is much more chill. That's our more Animal Crossing-esque server, where you don't have to worry about a careless god accidentally deleting everything. Whoa, is this naturally spawned? This is actually really cool. I hadn't seen one of these bold lands biomes. It's like a bowl inside of a mesa. Did they make this, or was this natural? What is this biome? Wooded Badlands, huh? That's cool. I had no idea that was even in the game. Seawolf Productions Twitch says, Joe, I'm getting a new computer in the next 2 days. Awesome. Well, if you're looking for a Patreon SMP server to play on, this is one of them. And so then our other, we have 2 other SMP servers that go up and down. One of them is our modded server. We are currently having server operator Toxic Glitter run Vault Hunters. I'm not sure what version of Vault Hunters the rest of the world is officially on, but we are currently updated to... What is this called? 3.15 1.4 is the version of Vault Hunters we are currently on. And then we've also got the Everstorm server, which is a monthly hardcore world that we reset once a month. I find it's better if you're going to run a hardcore server to have like a fixed, like, hey, we're going to reset it every month, so that way people who die know that they can play again next month. Why so many dockheads? Oh, it was a whole thing. Some people on the server had some dockheads they were fighting over, and I fixed it. I split them into a dockhead and an M77 head. So we're going to just keep spawning in, or rendering in chunks here, so that when we fly around during the actual parade judging, things will be further along and or viewable further out. The contestants still have 47 minutes to build, so we're not going to look too closely at the builds just yet. We're just kind of circling the parade route area here and chatting. Bum, 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 bum. So yeah, there's a Juppet statue over there. That's not part of the parade. That's part of this area is called the Route, and it's an homage to American roadside attractions. Looking very pretty. Thank you very much to the folks who are running this. The route itself, let me see if I can find the link here. Of course, I'm terrible at finding things I want to reference when it's time to reference them. Here we go. How did I not pin? Oh my gosh. I didn't pin this message that I need to now reference. So at the very top here it is. Let's pin this now. So the Route organization was founded back in January of this year, January 30th. The team The Route came together with the concept being an American Southwest road trip fever dream. It was primarily represented by Magenta and Gritmonger at the time, although other team members may include various owners and operators of Beetroot Boys LLC and Tater Gals Limited. Okay. So let's go ahead and see. Wow, we have not gotten. We actually still need to load further down the road, it looks like. And we got a tip for 3 from Nicola that actually came in before the stream started, who says, I hope this helps. Thank you, Nicola. I'm assuming that's a reference to our tweet about money being a bit of an issue this month. Not only did health insurance go up by $500 a month after the wedding, but also my new spouse immediately needed some emergency dental work, which the insurance wasn't going to cover, so we were out an extra $1,500 for that. So thank you so much to everybody who has chipped in toward that, including Nicola. Appreciate you. That puts us 17 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. We're not really doing... Well, like, we don't really have the camera working right now. Let's fix the camera. We're not really doing expansions because it's a, what do you call it? Parade float build contest. So we rotate the camera usually on those days. Can I get this working? So if we wanted to rotate the camera 3 degrees, there it goes. Alrighty. So does this road just go out into the sea? Yurgi says the route is such a cool concept. Thank you, Yurgi. Yeah, so I'm guessing that the road just extends infinitely. Does this eventually connect to something else on the server? We have a while.
It does.
Ah, well, let's, you know what I'm gonna...
Not yet, maybe.
/give, Joe Hill says, potion. You know what I want to do? /effect, give, Joe Hill says, speed. Is there, can I give speed 2? No, maybe not. Okay, at this size, even with the speed potion, it does not, I'm not going very fast. Dun, 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 dun. And our builders still have another 42 minutes to work on their parade floats, so we're just going to wander off here and see where this takes us. Ooh, mountains. I do like the scaling thing with this fancy pick letting me be visible from so far away. Because, yeah. We were all the way back there. Ender Ninja says, can a roadside attraction be a small amusement park? Or is it like world's largest ball of wine type stuff? Does a clown motel count as a roadside attraction? I mean, in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, there's a ton of little amusement park type things that are roadside attractions, like downhill alpine coasters and stuff. Magenta Avocado says, Gritmonger made a cool guide for helping people decide how to categorize their roadside attractions. Excellent. Okay, it's funny because I'm seeing the chunks load even though I'm too far away to be visible myself. I'm very large. Let's take that. Okay, so the cookie makes me smaller. See, somebody spent a long time building this road, and I know this is somebody who has been working on building a comparable road in Satisfactory. Like, this is a lot. Oh, are we getting close to the Denver build? There's a lot of zigging and zagging here. And the fact that the snow has actually fallen on it means these chunks were loaded by somebody like while it was snowing for a sustained period of time. Whoa. Yeah, that's something. The route is part of the Road Collective, which a road going from the world border to world border. Very cool. Yep, so we are in, I believe, Magenta Avocado's town right now, 5280, which is the Mile High City, Denver. Oops. And we're going to come back and look at the route more closely. We've got a whole hour here while people do their build contest. I'm sure people love me randomly loading chunks from all over the server while they are trying to build. But in fairness, this is a good time to do it because everybody else is clustered in one place. Vincho can join the game. Welcome, Vin. And then the road continues that way. Interesting. So how many different company towns are actually along here? I saw somebody mention 2 of them in particular earlier. But presumably there might be more. It's been a long road. Ah, interesting. 5 of the different company towns all have the same road connecting them. Very cool. So weird flying without getting exploded. Dotty Matrix triggered if invisible. Ooh, wonder what that's about. Theater District, Iron Islands, Denver's Skyblock, and Backlots are all connected, says Will and Juliet in the Discord. Very cool. Okay, so that's the area we were at earlier today. I can tell because the chunks are loaded. This is very cool seeing how large scale the Mantua Maker's area is. We're going to go back and look at the route more closely. There are also some non-company town builds along the road as well. Excellent. So we're going to go ahead and fly back parallel to that, so that way we load some more chunks in our Bobby Mod cache for the next time we're here. Okay, so we should be able to just fly along here now. Just glide off in the distance. Carbicha says, holy moly, big road. Big, I meant big road, yeah. This is our my 10th Orword Patreon server, inspired by the Hermitcraft 10th season. It's got the same world spawn and several of the same initial starting configuration things as Hermitcraft, and then it has wildly diverged from there. We are flying back to the route now to give a little tour of that, now that we've given folks a chance to join the stream. I didn't want to do the big tour around the route before it was actually loaded and before people actually got here. We'll also check in with our contestants. Scar's not in chat because this is my Patreon server world. This is not Hermitcraft. So we've got this pickaxe that makes us large. Ooh, and a cookie that shrinks us. Although I'm too far out of range. Without the pickaxe, you can't see me. Yeah, having this pickaxe to make me drastically larger for when I'm flying around is actually really nice. Bum, ba bum. There's the gate of the route, the hosts of our parade float build contest. But yeah, one of the goals for this series or season of the Patreon Vanilla SMP was to encourage people to build company towns kind of distant from each other that would become local shopping and transportation hubs for the rest of the season. Because last season, everything revolved around World Spawn, and that ended up, you know, creating problems on a server with too many people. You need to have a certain amount of just sprawl. Having everybody crammed in at 0-0 doesn't really help. And so I actually had a restriction on these company towns that they had to be, I think, at least 1,000 to 1,500 blocks or so away from World Spawn. And I put in teleporters at the beginning of the season that would let people go out randomly, like 2,500 blocks in random directions or in different directions, to go scout for places to put these. And then when the 3-month Company Town build contest concluded, they all got linked to the main portal network from 00. So they can become local transportation and shopping hubs in their own areas. Okay. So we're going to come in here at the beginning of the route. And there's the Beetroot Brothers thing there. Oh, I keep trying to, like, stop jumping. I'm so tall. Does this actually affect my hitbox? Oh, this affects my hitbox, having this giant pickaxe. Okay. Hold on. I'm in creative mode. But, like, watch. So if I put this pickaxe in my offhand... Uh-oh. Yeah, I can't fit under the sign. Now I can. And ta-da. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. We've got one contestant. Looks like this is Kindleis's entry here. We've got another contestant. Keep in mind, our contestants still have 31 minutes to build. We got our second parade float here. Magenta Avocado, Dotty Matrix, working on these. Hey, Enjoy, thank you for the raid. We've got Mahi Zero with his little truck. Alpaca-tastic over here, working on another truck. A lot of good trucks this time. Not sure if anybody claimed this plot. And then all the way in the back here, we have whoever's in Parade Plot H. Zoekins. Looks like building some sort of UFO to scoop up those cows. Very nice. But yeah, so let's go ahead and check out the route. So the idea was that each of these little company towns that a team constructed on the server needed to have a long road for people to have a parade in, which, as you can see, that's this one. But they could have any other number of side streets and other little stuff as well. Decorations, buildings. So we have their grand entrance here, which says, the route. And what does it say on there? Tater ahead on the left. Beets. Stop and see the bottomless pit. The rumors are true. Visit Metaphor. So yeah, we've got the Beetroot Boys factory here. Not sure if any of these places have interiors. And this is technically an interior. Oh, this is where they've got their plans for upcoming builds. Don't want to look at that too much. Spoilers. But Rabbit Ranch, exit now. Fraud Burger. It's a made-up franchise meant to mirror Dairy Queen. Currently unoccupied. Fraud Burger is a great name. Oh, we got some sort of thing over there. What do I have my view distance set to? 113 chunks? Yeah, that seems about right. Okay. Rest area. This is just a place for trucks to stop. They have rooms, not bathrooms, because, you know, that's just a room if there's no plumbing. We got the Rabbit Ranch over here. And there's rabbits. Cute. Not sure where this goes. What am I inside of? I'm inside the rabbit. Okay. Well, if I wanted to break out, boom, 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 boom. Break out. Okay, it looks like I could do that and be okay. Yeah. Now let's see what else is over here. Ooh, this is looking interesting. Does it have a little sign? No, but oh, here's a roadside attraction. For everybody attracted to giant spiders. Do they have t-shirts that say, that's what Shelob said? No. Still very cool. Ooh, what's this? This is going to be like another expansion or something? So these are all kind of, each of these towns, they had 3 months to build them to get them kind of ready for parade routes. But they're intended to be like season-long projects. And we don't know how long the Hermitcraft season is going to run. It could be another 9 months. It could be another year and a half. So, and this world resets when Hermitcraft resets. So everybody's got long-term build projects that are kind of flexibly fractal. Kind of like my own projects, where people can add another 3 months of work by saying, oh, okay, well, you know what? I wanted to put in a big statue on this mountain. I didn't think I was going to have time. Now I do. Let's get it done. That sort of thing. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, looks like there's going to be another attraction here. Attraction guide and agreement. Oh, interesting. So this might be like an attraction plot that's available for somebody to claim who wants to build a roadside attraction. Yeah, we wanted to encourage the people who built the company towns to kind of sublet out areas for other people who join the server later. Because sometimes people join a server and they're like, oh man, I wanted to build a wool shop, but there's already a wool shop. But like with 12 company towns, you know, one company town owner could be like, oh, nobody's selling wool by us. If you want to come build a wool shop, here's our theme. If you want, see if you fit in with it, right? That sort of thing. Okay. Yep. That's definitely a bot that the automod caught. Ban. Account created September 28th, 2024. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Not dealing with that. Dun, 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 dun. I'm assuming these are going to be vehicles of some sort. These little outlines here. Not sure about that. Let's go ahead and fly around a little bit. The rest area. They're truck plots for semi-trucks. That's what I thought. These are roughly the shape of semi-trucks, these plots. But yeah, I could get a selfie with the world's largest Juppet statue. Hold on. Where would the camera go for that? Welcome, Monkey Bread. Look, it's me with the world's largest Juppet statue. The scale on this is nightmarish. Apparently the name of the spider attraction is Spider Georgeburg. Very nice. Oh boy. I love these scale modifying items. Wow. We're getting another likely ban evader restricted. Yeah, we're going to ban that person. Account created September 28th, 2024. And we're going to report for spam scammer bots. Spam. Tell us more. Please include timestamp if possible. Why don't you have the timestamp? Block this user, close. Alrighty. So, yeah. Just banning and reporting bots on the Twitch. Okay. There's somebody flying around over there. Not there. Oh, look at that baby Vinshoken. Do you want to see an even babier Vinshoken? I think we're about to see an even babier Vinshoken, everybody. Look at that tiny Vinshoken. So tiny. Little baby Vin. Bye, baby Vin. Don't eat the cookie. It's poison. Those are coated with resin. You technically can't put that in your mouth, but I would not recommend it. Also, Vin, we're destroying your round. No, not intentionally, but just so you know, Vin. Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff that requires killing the dragon. So I've told people that they are officially allowed to kill the dragon. There is no formal rule against summoning or fighting dragons. But it looks like your builds are all well enough outside of the main arena that it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But people were concerned, like, uh-oh, what about Vin's stuff? It's like, we can't not summon the dragon for however long the season goes. The ever-crafting iron block. You have a schematic? Okay, cool. Does ingot to nugget to ingot to block to ingot to... Oh, I see. That's interesting. I didn't realize that you could deconstruct... I guess you can deconstruct the block into ingots. Very interesting. And here's an iron guy. Little iron shop here. And a wandering trader. All right. So we had Spiders George over there, and we have Curious George over here. Woo! Very cute. Let's see how we are doing for time. Our contestants have 19 men remaining, because I'm terrible at calling these things out anywhere near the actual round numbers. Zoekin's UFO is looking good. Actually, the best way to look at these things is usually coming around from the front. So let's do a big wide loop here. We did a wide loop that way. Let's see how wide a loop we can go out this way. We got some beautiful coral over here. We can see 113 chunks away. That's a long road. With the Bobby mod, the long distance rendering. How far is it to the... Yeah, I was going to say, let's load in some new chunks here for our Bobby mod, and then swing wide around the front. Take a look at the things. Just so you know, if you've never seen one of these parade float build contests before, once we run out of time for our contestants, I will come through and I will judge the floats. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, don't forget to put your name on the sign at the front of your build. Everybody has a sign placed, I saw. Yeah, there could be a roadside attraction for the world's tiniest vid. Good point there, Mailman Dave. There's a couple mystery spots in the middle area of the road loop, too. Ooh. We might have missed some of those. We can give those a flyby. But right now we're just doing a wide pass around here before we approach the front of the parade route again. I do love the Bobby mod long distance rendering. It's pretty nice. Also, I'm not sure if there's anything out here that we missed. Yep, there's some sort of field or something there, in the very least. So that's definitely man-made. Somebody's house is up there. Ender Ninja says the mesa is such a pretty biome to fly over. I agree. Yeah, the backups for this world are 16, 17 gigs every night. That's what you get when you throw all your players randomly in different directions. Last season, when we started the... so, the different seasons have had different names. When we did the Season 7 seed for my Patreon server, we called it 7 of Mine. For Season 8, I called it the Untitled server because I didn't have a good title for it. And that really annoyed people. They're like, it has to have a name. And I'm like, I don't think it does. But Season 9, what was it called? I feel like we had... Oh, it was Deep Slate 9 instead of Deep Space 9. Yeah, Deep Slate 9 was the name of the server last season. When we initially started it, in order to have as many people on the server as possible, I had like a very small world border. And people did not enjoy that very much. They were like, no, it's too small. So when Season 10, the 10th Orward server launched, I said, okay, bigger world border and teleporters that will take you off far distances so that nobody's all clumped together at the beginning and you can all do your own thing. And I think that kind of worked. We've got quite a long time before we have to consider a pun title for Season 11, which might not have a name if we don't. But I do think that it would be worth trying to refine the send everybody in different directions thing rather than going back to the let's have 200 players in one tiny spawn village and way too close world border. I feel like that's the way to go with this. Yep, so we got some other points of interest along this long road here. And we got 14 minutes remain for our contestants. I'm just trying to load enough chunks around here that from the parade route we'll have stuff loaded. And it won't just be like, where did the world go? Alrighty, NJ, enjoy your lunch and your legs. Lady Oolong says this: the 11th Star Trek movie is the first Kelvin-verse one. Yeah, but like, are there any particular things in Star Trek that have an 11 in them? Like, is there a planet called like Oceania 11 or something? Like, if I go to the Memory Alpha and I search for the number 11, does it let you search for 11s? Oh, 11 was a male Trill Guardian in the late 32nd century. Um... 11 Ophiuchi was a binary star system in the Alpha Quadrant from Picard Disengage. 11th Street was a street in downtown Los Angeles in Picard. 11 was a letter in the Greek alphabet of Earth, originating in the early period of human history. Starbase 11. Okay, see, Starbase 11. That's actually... So the fact that this actually shows up... it's roughly 2 light years away from Talos 4. And it appears in the original series episode Court Martial, The Menagerie at Part 1, and in Discovery's episode If Memory Serves. Yeah, so... The M11 Starbase Club was an officer's lounge on planet M11. A Class 11 Nebula is a thing in Star Trek. A Class 11 emergency signal is a thing in Star Trek. But yeah, the Azure Nebula in the Voyager episode Flashback was a Class 11 Nebula. Sorry, we're getting wildly off topic here. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remain for our competitors. We've loaded in quite a few chunks over here, though, so that's helpful. And, yeah, we're going to go back this way. Woo, look at that. You can see horizon to horizon. Not quite. I mean, maybe that's my own fault for setting the render distance to 113 chunks, but, you know, I'm not going to blame me. Yorgi says, alternatively, 200 plus players in a single chunk-wide world border. Everyone go vertical. Oh, yeah, we could do a silo theme. Yeah, silo is basically the size of like a 150-story apartment building dug into the ground. From the story Wool. Who wrote that? Let me pull that up. Wool story. By Hugh Howey. Yurgi says, cue the server hating me. I know. Well, the thing is, Yurgi, every season you run the nice server. And then I'm startled that people join mine anyway. It's like, guys, Yurgi worked really hard to make a nice place for you guys to play Minecraft. While I'm making, like, a really challenging and aggressively dangerous one. Why are you still here? I don't understand. Silo theme. Yeah, you get banned if you build a redstone elevator. Mompaka says silo would be easy for me. Alrighty. So, we have how long remaining? 8 minutes remain in our build competition. We're not going to look at these too close because they're nearly done and ready to be presented. But our entrants, our contestants, have been hard at work while I was flying around. Do 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 do. Okay, we're gonna let them put the finishing touches on their builds for the last 8 minutes, and we're gonna stop by here. Oh yeah, tune into Mystery Pinball Theater 3000 AM MPT3K amplitude modulation. Ooh, this is a fun little farmer's market here. I like that, little stalls. What's over here? We haven't visited all this stuff. Is it? Oh, this must be the visitor center. We're out. Oh. And so you've got the different plots marked on the map. That's what those flags were. Truck 4, Truck 2. A is probably attraction. MS is mystery. So it looks like there's 4 mysterious things. One of them I think was that monkey. So maybe M is monkey. Monkey statue 3, monkey statue 4, monkey statue 5. Guidebooks for attractions and mysteries. Oh, well, there's only one. And I'm in creative mode, so I might accidentally delete it. So I'm going to not do that. Okay. Uh-oh. I hear a thing. Ooh, a bell. Boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, this thing is attractive and mysterious. What is that? It's like a Pokemon. The Triacle, or whatever his name is. Pseudo-Wudo. Let's go check out some of these other things. There's a book on the bridge to read. I'm worried I'm going to break stuff in creative mode. Which is fine when I'm doing the petitions, but not fine during the parade float build contest. I hold myself to a higher standard. The Odd Place. Ah, so a little story in here. Interesting. Oh, little upside down picture. It's a cool way to do that. Pseudo-Wudo sculpture. Yep. It's a replica of an actual monument and art piece from Utah. Oh, very cool, Lady Oolong. So I wonder if, is this village an actual, like, attraction, or is this just a random Minecraft village that's in here? Like, did somebody build this to make it look like a random Minecraft village, but it's actually weird? If you hold a wooden sword in creative mode, you're less likely to break stuff, says Yurgi. Oh, Yurgi, were you here earlier? When we got these pickaxes? It's a Alice in Wonderland. We got Alice in Wonderland cookies. The cookies make me half size. Or one, like, the cookies make me half a meter shorter, or 1 meter shorter. Pickaxe, 40 meters. These are probably going to be an issue. I probably should not have given these out. We'll worry about that later. We learn things every season here about server administration. It's fine. I know. I'm a Kaijuppet. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, I know. Yeah, the thing is, if people use these when they're underground, they start suffocating. It's not good. And the cookies actually do make you, like, it changes your hitbox. It actually affects what you intersect with. The scaling thing. I didn't know that. So we're learning a lot. Yep, that's Yurgi. Good evening, Jasper Group from Tennessee. Willow Tree, we're doing a Patreon parade float build contest. The contestants have 3.5 minutes remain. So what I should do is I should wait, and in like 27 seconds I need to press enter. I'm going to forget is the problem. I am so bad at doing these timers. And after that, people are going to present their things, and then I'm going to judge them. And I'm trying to do this without any music so we don't have a problem with the VOD, which means I can't do the judging off camera. Like, I mean, I kind of basically, like, I've got to basically just write down stuff as I go and then make a sudden pronouncement. There's no time for deliberation because the deliberation time would have been the music time, but then the VOD would get deleted. Or have other problems with it because YouTube's changed how... Oh, I missed the 3-minute warning. Gosh. Changing that to a 2-minute warning because I was talking. Although we've got 2 minutes and 28 seconds remaining, so... It's gonna be fine. I'm going to do the best job at pressing this button in 15 seconds. Stretching out 12 seconds. 10 seconds. 2, 1. 2-minute warning. Actually accurate. Biblically accurate 2-minute warning. What's the smallest unit of time mentioned in the Bible? I think the smallest unit of time mentioned in the Bible might be a night. I don't think they go shorter than... Because they talk about... they definitely talk about years when they talk about how old people were when they died. And they talk about days, like 40 days for the flood. And so I think technically a night would be shorter than a day in the 40-day sense. But I don't think that they were using, like, hours. Stellar says they might have mentioned moments, but they would not have used seconds as a defined thing. Yeah. Did they use hours? No man knows the day or the hour. Oh, alpaca-tastic. Roll it in. Yeah, yep, that's good. Solid. Now, is the word hour in the original, or is that the translation like no man knows the day or the time? Right? Is the hour a unit or a reference point, right? Because, like, if I say the hour of my coming or the hour of my arrival, I mean the time of my arrival, not like the 60-minute period. 7 seconds. And there's our timer. Pencils down. Okay. We are going to begin judging our parade float build contest. So here we go. Bum, 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 bum. We're going to go to the very beginning of the route here. We're going to drop the camera. And then drop it. See, the word drop already has uses. We don't need to make up new ones. Okay, so in order to fit under this route sign, we're going to disable that. Womp. And go check things out here. Let's see. Our first parade float build contest entrant is Kindleist doing something done. It says, beat root bros unionize. He's got a little truck here. BRB Union. Okay, so
Hi,
this...
Joe. I'm way back from the end where I was making these maps.
Ah, well, welcome back, Kindleist. It's too late to add additional maps. So if you want to talk about your build, what am I looking at here?
This is a build representing the Beetroot Boys Union, who is protesting this parade because Tater Gals has sponsored the parade, and Tater Gals isn't unionized.
Ah. So they're encouraging the Tater Gals limited employees to unionize.
And since you said you didn't like it when we made maps in advance of parades, I made them during the parade, so this is as much as you get.
Okay, so you did this supporting the unionization of the Tater Gals worker map on the fly during the parade?
Yes, and the side of the truck.
Okay, that's definitely more impressive. I was curious because I was like, this cutout here is... I wasn't sure if that was part of their logo or if that was just like you ran out of time.
I was running out of time. I'm pushing my boundaries to try new things.
Okay, well, I always want to encourage that. So yeah, maps made in advance of the parade will not be calculated into this. Yeah, because I was going to say, boy, this font is very simple. But yeah, given the amount of time you had, that's fair. What is that? It looks very familiar. Is it just Arial?
That's Calibri.
Calibri, okay. Fair enough. Thank you, Microsoft. The people who brought you Minecraft, Calibri, and the Xbox. Not a sponsor. Okay, let's see what we've got next. Next to this Tater Gals billboard here, we have Mantua Maker with the trio of trials that led to unions. Once again, this is a Labor Day parade, so unions are on theme for everybody just joining us.
Yep.
What do we got, Mantua Maker? Tell me about this.
So I have three scenes. The first is the perils of mining. So if you get in the mine cart here, I don't know uh, it and write it down, you'll have to push off. Yeah. Uh, you'll see there's a mine collapse
Oh,
down in there.
very cool.
Yeah. Uh, the next one is the radium gals, radium watches.
Mm-hmm.
The girls would be told to lick the brushes and dip them in the radium and then lick them again to make the tips and to do the watch, uh, you know, glow in the dark watch labels.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they ended up dying doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that is this scene here. And then the last one is the triangle shirtwaist. Shirtwaist were all the rage. And it had a factory on the top floors of the building. And they would lock the doors so the workers couldn't get out, and there was a fire, and a lot of lives were lost. And all of that led to different unions and court cases and all that helped, you know, get workers' rights that we have now.
Well, this is just absolutely fantastic. I love the fire effect with the honey and the smoke of the campfires. This is very well thought out. Like visually, like I mean, obviously the whole thing. I love the timeline, the history. Um, but yeah, this is very gorgeous. But yeah, just the using the honey blocks in combination with the campfires here is inspired, and this is great not just from a historical perspective but also from a build perspective. I mean the subterranean cavern thing, like how can you even fit that in here? This is so tiny. It's very cool. So thank you very much, Mantua Baker. um let's see. Juliet Graves mentions in the YouTube chat, as a player on the server, I was standing there watching Kindleus's maps as they got filled in and going, how is he even doing this? So yeah, that's apparently how, that he was literally writing the maps. So you had placed the maps, Kindleus, on here before you went to the end. Was that the idea?
Yeah, I placed the maps and I had map copies.
Mm-hmm.
So each map I had a different map so I could then place it and then clean it and place it and clean it.
Gotcha. And then that way you didn't have to worry about transport time back here being within the hour.
And also accidentally erasing a map because I was in a rush.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry. I'm just since we're not getting a lot of comments in the chat. When we do, I am trying to respond to them. Ender Ninja says, "I love the honey being used for the windows in Mantua's build. So creative." Yeah, I've never seen anybody on Hermitcraft use honey for a flaming building's windows. I mean, it doesn't come up very often, but like the way the fire looks on the other side of the honey, like this is just brilliant. This is just absolutely amazing. Um, So yeah, thank you, Mantua Maker, as again. Let's see who is next. Dottie and Stellar, a work of the past. So Dottie and Stellar, tell me which one of you is going to be speaking.
I'll be speaking, Joe. Hi, how you doing today?
Good. Well, do you want to say which one you are for the viewers at home?
I am Dottie Matrix. So Magenta and Grit had mentioned that they would really like having some semi-trucks in the parade, so I did. And that left me with some blank canvas to paint my favorite champions of the everyman, homestarrunner.com, and my favorite celebration of Labor Day, Todayber Day is Labor Day.
Yes, I absolutely love it. Now, was Senior Cart Gauge a Labor Day thing where you get a leg up on the pile, or is that a different holiday?
Alas, Senior Card Gauge was not part of Labor Day.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you've got a beautiful Homestar Runner and the cheat here, looking fantastic.
Now there is a little Easter egg, but I know you're concerned about getting demonetized, so it is up to you if you would like to hear the music.
No, we can't do music. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
No problem.
it's not just about demonetization anymore. There's a lot of problems with YouTube and VODs and music. So, yeah, if we want to keep this for people who couldn't make it, we got to skip the music. But thank you, though. Anybody on the server can come and enjoy that when they want to, I guess.
Feel free to take a look at the redstone. It's all inside the trailer for the whole jingle at the end of that video.
Oh, is it a Minecraft note block thing?
Yes, it's Minecraft note blocks.
If it's a Minecraft note block thing of a Brothers Chaps song from Homestar, we're probably okay. It's only if you start doing something like Sony has the rights to. But yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and play it. We're gonna roll some dice on this and learn something. But hopefully this is not a problem. It makes me feel young again. Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Dottie. I'm assuming that's just going to loop infinitely.
Yes, it's a commentary on the importance of rest.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, yep, if you don't mind, we're going to move on. But yeah, I am a huge Homestar Runner fan. I like a lot of the details here. This is a solid truck design and some gorgeous little smoke. Sometimes it doesn't take much. But, yeah. Is there an off button for the music before we move on?
No.
Well, I can just go in there and start blasting, but, yeah.
I'm gonna let Kindleless handle it as he is the one who designed the redstone.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, thank you very much again to Dottie Matrix and Stellar, I believe was the other one on that. Yep, Stellar and Dottie Matrix. Got a fun little Homestar Runnery guy looking driver here too. Very cool. Parade Plot D. Mahi Zero. Are you presenting via voice or text, Mahis?
I'm here.
Awesome. Tell me what we're looking at.
I went real simple. I just thought, what if we could just have a portable campground? So, that's kind of the, background barbecues and camping is kind of a Labor Day activity people do. And, we put them on a semi-trunk.
Very cool. I do like the, you got your little Trident Town icon there on the truck. So it's like your town is representing here.
Yep. And the rabbit guys are cooking some carrots.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You can't eat them raw. Not on a holiday. Very cool. Well, thank you very much, Mahis, for that entry. And we've got another truck down here with a bell from Alpacatastic. Alpacatastic, what am I looking at?
Hello. So yeah, I also did a semi-truck, and for the theme of the float, I did a sort of Minecraft villagers unionization rally thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure, as we all know, villagers are very commonly mistreated in this game by many players, and so here they are banding together, standing united to fight for better conditions and better rights.
I was wondering what was up with this bell, but now that you're explaining this, that's a really obvious, like, okay, the villagers unite around the bell. That's where they talk and get, together at the end of the night. Very clever.
Just don't worry about how I got all these heads.
Oh, I didn't plan to. I do like the swivel that you've got under your trailer here, too. My dad used to own a warehouse, and we had a lot of trucks coming in and out. So that attention to detail. I'm gonna go back and let me just eyeball some of these other ones. Well, I mean, this one doesn't have that. But, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a very cool, very fun build. I like the bell thematically. and I like the visible swivel there. That's a fun little detail. The little signs on these guys are cool too. Very nice. Well, thank you very much, Alpaca-tastic. And then I believe our final entrant down here. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoe! Zoekins, are you going to be joining us via voice or text chat?
I'm in the voice chat.
Welcome, Zoekins. So tell me what we're looking at here.
So I had a very last moment inspiration from all of the danglers in Hermitcraft. So I decided to use that with an alien abduction. I think that when you're on road trips, especially throughout the deserty areas, you're pretty likely to glance out and possibly see this right outside your window on your Labor Day weekend trip.
Okay, I just found the Zim alien. That's fun.
I have never done a timed build before, and I've never played on Java until a month ago. So this was my very first attempt at building on a public thing and quickly. And so I ran out of time. I wanted a little airplane to be pulling this, like one of the little farming airplanes, but I ran out of time to even get much more of the lights up. But I love my danglers, and I hope you enjoy Zim.
Oh, this is a lot of fun and a fantastic first effort. Now, one thing that I always tell players to consider, and all of them are like, Joe, we're not going to do that. But like in New Orleans, when they do their parades, right, they don't build the float on the route, you know. They have like a garage or whatever where they build it and then they roll it out. Since we can't actually roll the floats out in Minecraft, I do encourage people. I'm like, you guys should build like garages where you practice building the float and you have like, you know, the right amount of materials and everything. So that way you're not like building it for the first time. You know, when you're doing it. And then that way you can time yourself like, okay, can I put this together in an hour? And everybody says, Joe, that's unreasonable. We're not going to do that. But it is an option. You do have the option because these themes are known well in advance. But yeah, I bet that, you got so much done in 1 hour. You could probably have made a little plane if you practiced it. Oh, some people are saying that they actually do that. Kindleless does that. Mahis does that.
I did practice just a tiny bit, and so last second that even that was pretty, I got to work on procrastination.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, this is still a great entry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to say this to be encouraging, like, oh, yeah, you could do even better next time. Now that you've done it once, you kind of have a sense of, how to prepare better, But yeah, so I'd love to see you compete in this again. Thank you so much, Zoekins. I'm going to read real quickly from the chat. We have a few comments here. Moon Roses says, yay, today Day is Labor Day. Incredimike says, all of these are so good. Moon Roses also says, how many villagers needed to donate heads to these floats? And also that they were going to use the concave garage as a place to practice it. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to go way back to the beginning and do a quick review of all 6 or 7 floats. And then we are going to do the judging and prizes. So once again, at the very beginning of the parade, we had the Beetroot Boys pro-union protest supporting the unionization of the Tater Gals worker. Over here, we have Mantua Maker with the trio of trials that led to unions. I'm trying to avoid any sort of commentary at this point, where this is supposed to be just a review. A work of the past, afloat by Dottie and Stellar, featuring Homestar Runner and the cheat, because Todayber is Labor Daber. We have Mahi Zero Woe with Trident Town's Rabbit Picnic. We have Alpaca-tastic's Villagers Unite. And we have Zoekins, UFO, and Dangling Cows. There are a lot of strong contestants here. A lot. I'm really, really... Like, I gotta say, I like when I bring in other people to judge these so I don't have to do it, because it's always a challenge. Everybody always makes such delightful things. So first off, I want to say thank you to everyone for participating today. I think, though, it's time to make some snap judgments. because we can't play music while I deliberate. So in third place, Parade Plot E is Alpaca-tastic with the villagers uniting. It's a relatively simple, straightforward build, but it's perfectly executed. Alpaca. I love this build so much. The armor stand guys carrying the signs works incredibly well with the bell as a central visual element. You're tying in like the real themes of communication and community that go into building a union with the Minecraft bell in a way that I've never seen done. And just sometimes that's what it takes to really just set a build apart as next level. It's a great build. Once again, the details on the truck, you got mud flaps, you got the swivel here, like just front to back, top to bottom. This is a fantastic build. The truck has an interior. Well, I don't know if I can get in there without trashing it, but oh, it does. That's so cute. But yeah, just an absolute fantastic build. I can't walk in, but it is there. Yeah, I could see it through the window. So we're going to /give Alpaca-tastic. What I really should do is do a better job of planning prizes for these in advance. Was there any particularly rare blocks that were added in the last update that are in demand on the server? Because, like, I used to just give people netherite, but then we reinforced deep slate. Okay. And light blocks are a good prize. So we're going to go ahead and give Alpaca-tastic. Let's do some light blocks. Yeah, those are always a good one. Light. 64 lights. And we're going to do some budding amethyst blocks. 64 of those. These are blocks you can't get in the game normally. So that makes them a good prize. Reinforced deep slate. Okay. So 1 stack of reinforced deep slate, 1 stack of lights, 1 stack of budding amethyst. So those are all things that Alpaca can use in future builds or sell and trade on the server. So, let's see. One thing that I always think about is how when we have somebody else judge a contest, even if I don't agree with their ranking, I always go with it. I don't fight them on it because that's why I brought them in, to be the judge. But when I'm the judge, I know that there is a little bit of meta that goes into folks building things, right? And, you know, so if we have somebody like Rebecca Hinsdale from Hot Nudge judge a build contest, when she says, hey, I really like this, that's going to get second place. Nobody goes, oh boy, that's what I have to do from now on because all the other future judges are going to think that way. But since I judge about half of these, I do spend some time thinking in the back of my head when I pick something, okay, if I say this is going to get this spot for this reason, is that going to nudge the meta? And in terms of builds and team builds and the direction that we want these parade routes to go in the long term, I think I've got to applaud and give second place to Kindleus for the chutzpah of coming in here and doing these signs on the fly. As a proof of concept, I think this is the first time that anyone's ever done map art on the fly during the build contest. And this is just one person. If we had a whole team doing this, like, who knows where that could go in the future. So this build is relatively simple. Not technically a parade float. Normally things that aren't technically a parade float lose points, but he brought it back around. I love the theme. I love the idea of the solidarity between the two factories. Thematically, top marks. Not a parade float. Low marks. There is technically a vehicle, but it is blocking the parade. This is intended... This is intended to block the parade. So the thing is, if you're going to do something that's not a parade float, you've really got to bust the meta in a different way. And I got to say, Kindleist doing the map art for these signs during the 1 hour window brings it back around. And I'm really curious to see what teams of people could do, because sometimes people are like, I don't have the time or energy to come up with the whole parade float idea. But seeing other people be like, we need to work on this map, you just do this icon right here. You can participate, I'll give you something to do last minute, you can jump in. I feel like that's a cool opportunity that Kindleist has basically pioneered here. So we're going to go ahead and give Kindleist 128 reinforced deep slate, 128 reinforced amethyst, or budding amethyst. You can reinforce the amethyst later if you want. That's on you. And 128 lights. And once again, these prizes, they are yours to buy, sell, or trade. Do with what you want. But yeah, doing the map art on the fly in the 1 hour time constraint. Very cool. Very cool. Incredimike says, that's pretty incredible. I know, and you're the expert on this, and you're saying that. So yeah, good job, Kindleist. First place, a runaway, obvious first place winner here. Sometimes I have to agonize a little bit, because I'm like, oh my gosh. There's two of these, and they're so good, and I don't know how to decide between first or second. So, but I gotta say, Mantua Maker's little timeline of events leading up to the creation of unions is absolutely on theme for Labor Day. The float elements, like the wheels and the sides, the front and the back, they're all there. They're all solid. A solid foundation that you built a mining disaster into. You have a concealed mining disaster with a little roller coaster ride in here. A little mine cave in. That's brilliant. The Radium Girls timepiece. Gorgeous. And then, but the fire. The honey blocks and the campfires in that's a combination of blocks that's so obvious, but I've never seen it done. Absolutely just brilliant work. Creating a burning tower in Minecraft for the shirtwaist fire. It is absolutely just brilliant. Just top to bottom, front to back. This is our first place winner. Mantua Maker, you are, like I said, everybody's builds here were great. It's always fun seeing so many cool different approaches on the server, but like, this is the first place one. This is a brilliant build. Congrats to Mantua Maker. So I'm going to go ahead and give Mantua Maker 256 lights. Actually, 258, because I typed that wrong. You know what? You can have 258 budding amethysts too, Mantua. And then, what else? Reinforced deep slate. Let's see. Mantua Maker. Yep. So this is just an absolutely amazing build. Thank you so much, Mantua, for sharing it with us. Thank you, Kindleist, for pioneering a new map art technique. And thank you, Alpacatastic, once again, for just bringing us back to core gameplay mechanics in Minecraft. Just the workers, the villagers uniting around the bell. It warms my heart to just see something so mundane in Minecraft turned into such a powerful symbol. This is just fantastic group. But everybody who contributed, thank you so much. We have amazing builds from the beginning of the parade to the very far back where that cow with Invader Zim is flying away. So once again, thank you, Zoekins, for giving this an attempt. Do we have any other first-time builders today? I think Zoe was the only first-time builder, but we're always looking for people who are new to the server to compete in events like this. And so it's exciting to see. Incredimike says, love that UFO. Yeah, it's just such a simple design with the bobbin cows floating upward, little beams of light. It's a lot of fun. So thank you. Lady Oolong says, next time for me, fingers crossed. Yeah, hopefully, Lady Oolong. And even if you don't have time to work on your own thing from scratch, you can see if anybody else wants to work. So I am very excited about that. Let me see what else is going on the broader world of Twitch. I think some of my friends might be playing Satisfactory, so I'm going to go ahead and possibly raid them. Yep. And then maybe hop on that server once I take a break and get a drink. So we're going to go ahead and /raid Hypnotized. Thank you all again so much. This has been a fantastic hangout. And yeah, this VOD should go up unless I screwed up something, which I don't think I did. I think unless that music thing does set off the thing, but we should be good so other members of the server can see this. But yeah, I had a great time. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. When we get over to Hypno, our raid message is howdy y'all, Joe Hills raid here. Keep adventuring.